She always lowers the chair.
I'm saying.
Look how funny you look. You raise yourself up like an adult.
Why does Amber have to sit so low?
I don't know. She always does that.
Lord,
she
Jesus.
especially does that to the chair in the shop. So every Monday when I go to the shop, I'm like, ah! For some reason, she lowers every chair that
she
she's
has to
in.
be low to the ground.
I don't know how low can you go. How low can you go? Okay, never mind. Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Watch Autumn Keto Morning Live, where we go live every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, my name is Autumn. This is my husband, Richard, and we go live to talk about keto. We talk about our lives. We talk about how keto fits into our life. And on Wednesday, we give you a double dose. We do #Whack Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So we invite you to join us. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, Watch Autumn Keto. Give us a thumbs up and ding that notification bell so that you get notified every time we go live or post a new video. You can find us at the internet right here at Watch Autumn Keto everywhere. Yep. Or get you some Keto Strong gear, wear some apparel, get you some t-shirts, tanks, and hoodies by going to IamKetoStrong.com. Thank you for joining us. We also invite you to join us live in person in Louisville, Kentucky. Wait a minute, at Keto Palooza. Oh, the shirt you have on right now.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
So this is Keto Palooza 2020, but Keto Palooza 2021 is coming up September 17th through the 19th right here in Louisville, Kentucky. We invite you to come join us in person. You can click the link in the description box below for Keto Palooza tickets.
Yes.
Look at you wearing the shirt. You know, I always get so nostalgic whenever people wear the Keto Palooza shirt. So yes, welcome everyone. Let's hop to the comments. Joyce is here. Says, good morning, amazing WAC fam. So happy to be live with you all today. Pray you all have a wonderful day. We're glad that you're here too, Joyce. Felicia's here, says, good morning, WAC fam. Happy Sunday, Funday. You're right.
Is it exactly that?
Gina said, good morning, everyone, from beautiful OC, California. Yeah, you're in the OC. What? I love that for you. Tanya said, good Sunday morning, all peace and blessings from the Bronx. I love that. Mary said, good morning, everyone. Exactly. It's yet another hot, sunny day in beautiful British Columbia. I love y'all shouting out where y'all from. Everybody, where you from? Where you tuning in from today? Let us know.
Gorgeous British Columbia.
So what are the temperatures? Are they in the 3 digits or like are they back down in the 2 digits at least? So Tanya said, good, happy Sunday, WAC fam. Glad that you're here today with us, Tanya. John said, good morning, WAC fam. Hope everyone is enjoying a great summer weekend. It is a great summer weekend. Brianna said, happy Sunday, WAC fam. Shelly said, happy Sunday, WAC fam. Hi, Shelly. I'm so glad you're here this morning.
Good morning, Shelly.
Gigi Tier says, good morning, Mr. and Mrs. How are you today? Gigi. I'm doing great. I spent the last hour on my bike.
Yes, you did.
And then I dropped the dogs off. Yes. And
did.
now I'm here live with oils of yours.
Our 3 little munchkins.
Yes, they're gone for the day. Oh, no. What shall we do? No? Okay. Susan said, good morning. Have a blessed Sunday. Look, I went over to Grandma's house. She's there, right? Because she, sleeps in on Sunday mornings, or she was actually already at the McDonald's and she came back.
Okay.
The other reason she's there is because the Goodwill's not open at 9 o'clock on Sunday. So instead of going to the Goodwill, she has to come back home.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And so I dropped the dogs off. They ran inside, and Grandmama, they always go visit Grandmama in the living room or in the TV room where she's sitting down, and you can just hear her yell, hi, Maddie. Hi, Millie. Like, that's what she yells to them. And then, like, DJ will run in and she'll be like, what do you want? And then I was a little late this morning because I didn't get over there till like 9:20. And I was like, I got to get back for the live. So I was like, okay, Grandma, I got to go. And she said, whatever. Just like, oh, okay. Why is she so rude?
Have you just met your grandmother?
Exactly. Do you know your grandmother? Exactly.
First?
She is rude. No, you're right. She is. She's so rude. Maria's here. Says, buenos dias. Absolutely glad you're here. Mary's here. Said, good morning. Hi, Mary. Haven't seen you in a while. So glad that you were here.
Morning,
Pamela's here. Says, good morning. Heath is here. Says, smash that thumbs up button on this Super Sunday. Absolutely. Do you know at work, at my mom's work, Super Sunday is like actually one of the Sundays in December because my mom works for like package sorting and things like that. So of course around the holidays, that's when it's peak season. So Super Sunday is like, I think a Sunday where like they're expecting the highest volume of the year and like everybody comes into work, like literally everybody comes into work. So yeah, like, oh, can't do that. That's Super Sunday. And I'm like, oh, that sucks for you. But Super Sunday is the thing, right?
That doesn't sound too super.
It isn't. It's the opposite of super.
Sounds like
it's the opposite of super.
Disgusting.
Yes. Dana's here, says, good morning, my wonderful WAC fam. I missed you all. Back from vacay. Back to life. Back to reality. I wish that beat would have dropped right then. But yes, we're glad that you're here. Tell us everything. How did your sister-in-law enjoy the diamond painting? Because it was beautiful. Phyllis is here. Says, good morning, WAC fam. Hashtag workflow. Well, we're glad that you're checking in with us today, Phyllis. I have missed you.
Ahead,
I can't wait to see you in September at Keto Palooza, right? I'm so glad.
Workflow.
Hashtag workflow. I love that. He said 86 degrees here in Houston. Not too bad. That's pretty close
like
to
perfect kind of summer day.
Yeah, that's pretty close to honestly what it feels like here, except it's a lot more humid. Joyce says, hello from Sarasota, Florida. So glad that you're here with us, Joyce. Amber said, good morning.
Joyce.
Just finished up a beautiful 3-mile walk here in Kansas. It's 67 degrees right now. Now that sounds amazing. So
a little bit on the chilly side.
Yeah, 67 is all right. Mary said it starts off in the 2 digits. Lovely in the morning. It's miserable and cranky and dying in the 3 digits in the late afternoon. Enjoy the time while you're here. Shelby's here. Says, I'm here, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. I know, right? Shelby says, hi, WAC fam. I was just with Shelby on Clubhouse. We do this thing, right? Sunday morning bike ride where all of us hop on our bike or do some sort of exercise just to stay motivated in the morning. I'm glad that you're here, Shelby.
Isn't that sweet?
It is. It's a great.
I always love bonding.
It's a great motivation to work out. Shirley's here. Says, good morning, Anna and Richard and all of the WAC fam. Hi, Shirley. Glad that you're here.
Morning, Shirley.
Shelby said, wanted to say again, so proud about you yesterday. Oh, thank you for reminding me, everybody. Because if y'all didn't watch my Instagram or see me post my Insta story, right? You know that yesterday was Richard's taping, right?
Yeah.
And so I was committed. I'm like, I'm not eating near a thing, right? Because it's just not part of my macros. Like, look, it wasn't even this big deal. It wasn't because like, oh, I'm super restrictive and I can't have it. It was like, look, I got a plan. Yep. None of this food in here is a part of that plan. So I'm sticking to my plan, right? Exactly. And so yesterday I went in there. There was some good food. The first dish was gnocchi, which is a potato pasta. So I was like, easy, like, not having that. Although I would have eaten it. Like I would have been like, Of course, Richard doesn't like food. So he's like, it was okay. I could have made it better. It was all right. Could have used more salt. I'm like, come on, Richard. Let the food taste good,
God.
you know?
I just enjoyed it for what it was.
Exactly. So
I sampled and nibbled.
Yes. And so then the second dish was sausage with peppers and onions, which is keto. Well, here's the thing, right? So along with like going there, all the people that work the event, because of course Richard's on one of the cameras, but me and the other wives and the ladies have like, it's our job sometimes to help the wait staff and to help the production however we can, right? So we were serving food, we were helping people, cleaning off tables and things like that. And so normally after we serve everyone and there's extra food left over, everyone's like, oh, okay, got to get me a piece of that, you know? And so that's what normally happens, right? That's what normally happens. So this time when there was leftover for like the very first meal, the gnocchi was like, oh, there's like a whole pan of gnocchi left over. Everybody come get some of this. And I was just like, Autumn, did you get some gnocchi? Like, no, I'm good. I'm not having it today. I'm not eating anything. I'm sticking to keto and I'm staying good. And they were just like, oh, okay, good for you, girl. And then they were like, but then the next meal, which was sausage and peppers, they were like, oh, but sausage and peppers is keto, right? You can have that, right? And I was like, yes, it is. Thank you for offering, but I'm also sticking to a specific meal plan that I have for the day. And none of this food is in that plan, right? And they were just like, okay, good for you, girl. You go, girl, right? And I was just like, yes, thank you. But throughout the day, the second dish, it was like this strawberry, was it cheesecake? It was a goat cheesecake, right? Yes. But it had like strawberry berries and vanilla wafers and everything. It was delicious. That's what I put up on Instagram. And then the next meal, the little plate that he served was like actually a pork loin with mashed potato and prosciutto and green beans on top, right? And so everyone's like, oh, the pork, here, just have some meat. Like the meat's keto, right? And I was like, yes, guys, it might be keto, but I'm still also not eating off of my food plan today, right? Yes. And they really just like, oh, prosciutto's keto. I'm going to set a little to the side for you, and you can just have some of that. And I was just like, you're not hearing it. I will not be eating any of this.
So you're a typical keto person at a typical place.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I have not had to do that for such a long time.
Well,
be like, well, y'all.
Everybody else's world.
Exactly. Look, how do you do it, guys? Because I'm like, okay, thank
this wasn't
you.
even your family. Imagine they slept under the same roof.
Exactly. And imagine they didn't feel like too bad about insisting,
Yeah.
you know, like, but everyone's like, okay, you're being
good.
A
great job,
I did a great job. I know I did a great job.
See, people are just out of, I don't think, I guess naivete or something. It's just a reflex muscle.
No, it's just a desire to like want to share and want to share a positive experience. That food was good. Tasting it felt good, so I'm sure they wanted me to try that, like to share that with them. It was kind of bland.
I mean, I would have done better, especially on the gnocchi.
Exactly, right? So the food was good, and they, you know, like you want to share good feeling experiences with people, right? And I get that, so I wasn't real mad, but I was just like, I've literally told you I am not eating anything here. I want that to be the end of the conversation, right?
That's never how that works.
It is never how that works.
But that's exactly what the white man goes through.
Yes,
on most
every time.
Daily basis.
Look, stay strong. I'm here to tell you, you can do it. It sucks, and it's like a little annoying. You're just like, okay, thank you, but stop.
You were very annoyed.
Yeah, but I wasn't annoyed. I was just like, it was more like I was just like stepping back and be like, man, like why won't they stop offering me food? Like it's okay. I don't want to eat. Like, I just don't know if I almost felt like they were giving me permission, you know, like, oh, you can just have a little piece. Like they wanted me to know that it was okay to deviate from my plan. But I know it's not okay. I didn't give myself permission to deviate from my plan, right? I was like,
it's
girl,
kind of like
stop.
It's kind of like, I said it's more like your grandma or something like that, where it's like, come on, baby, just have a little bit.
No, because see, my grandma is my family and she is rude. You don't ever eat nothing anymore. Just like, grandma, I don't eat the food I don't eat like carbs and sugar. Here you go, can never have anything. She's a lot more rude than that. The people at the taping are really nice. Well, she's not watching. There's no way Granny's watching. But still, you know, family can be even more, you know, insistent, right?
I was just gonna
the doctor's in this morning, says, good Sunday morning, whack fam. Yeah, Susan said mild 65 in Omaha, cleaning up after a windy storm Saturday morning, 200,000 people without power in the metro area at one time. We had a windy storm yesterday too. Our garbage can blew over in the driveway. And this morning, when I was backing out of the garage to take the dogs, we forgot that it had blown over. So I was like, bye. I was like, wait a minute. What am I like scooting along with me?
I was like, there was nothing in the way.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Because it had fallen over. It's like, it's the garbage can.
At least you didn't punch it.
Exactly, right? I'm not punching it out of the driveway. Yeah, I would have really, got a wheel under it. But I was scooting it back. Exactly, right? Husnit's here says, good morning, work fam. Hope everyone is having a great day. Rain is taking a break, 68 degrees and breezy. Humidity is low for now in Harrodsburg, Missouri. That sounds delicious. And the meats that you got look delicious as well. Yes. Gigi said raining in my part of Ohio this morning. It was raining last night, so maybe you're getting some of us. Yeah, some from us.
We're all sharing that water.
TC's here says, good morning. Exactly. Shelby said, #can't please Richard. You can't. I was like,
I mean, it was nice. I'm just saying. Well, it was more of a traditional, like Italian. You know, they don't really go heavy on any of the seasonings too much like we do.
That is, Mary said, you make my heart proud, Autumn. Thank you. Keto or fasting. Yesterday was my keto day. I did actually eat every day, even at a taping. You're right.
I was very impressed.
So what I did yesterday was normally I have my 6, 7, 8, 6 slices of bacon, 7 ounces of salmon, 8 ounces of ground beef. And I normally eat that all at once, just at like noon or something like that. But what I did yesterday is I woke up extra early, make sure to make time so that I could put my bacon in the oven so that my bacon would be ready before we went. So I actually ate my bacon on the way there. I was like, because, have something on my stomach. Richard put it in a bag like I was going to nibble on it throughout the show. I was like, Richard, I'm not a nibbler. I can't just nibble on things here and there. I have to eat them until they're completely gone. It was a big gallon bag. It was a huge bag. Yeah, it was a bag. So, but and the thing is,
you made like 8 pieces.
6. No, but I was literally just going to take the plate in the car because I always knew I was going to eat in the car. Okay. You were like, you thought I was going to nibble there. I never intended.
Get 2 or 3.
I never intended to. No. Once it opens, it does not close until all the food's gone, right? So I never intended to so I was just gonna travel with the plate.
Yes.
But yeah, so I ate the bacon when on the way there. And then when I got there, I made a zip fizz so that I could have my drinks. But honestly, it really wasn't that difficult to resist because like I said, I worked the whole time. No.
I thought we were on agree.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Because I was working the whole time. Once again, we have to like, just like food servers, we have to like steal bites in between getting back to our other jobs, right? It's not like everyone's sitting down at a feast and we get to enjoy, like we're ripping and running and we have to be like, oh, let me get a couple bites of that before I have to go back what I'm doing. All I had to do was not do that, you know? Like there was stuff to do to keep me busy the whole time.
You don't have to do any of that.
It's so, but it's fun, and they need my help.
I was just saying, it's like you voluntarily do all this amazing stuff.
Yes,
but we love you for it.
Yeah, I mean, no, of course it's not expected. Like, I
don't want you like sweating and be like, I just gotta run 10 more plates. Like, no.
Anytime I wanted to take a break and sit down, I could have. But of course, y'all know me. I am my mama's kid. We love to pitch in and help, right?
So, and I'm loving you.
Yes,
after everybody loving you for that. I'm just looking at her like,
yes. Yeah, they're just
do you need us to help you? Yeah, that's probably what they was like. You want some more food? Or you
ripping around it. I did want to see how many steps I got yesterday because I was like, I was everywhere yesterday.
You do something, you do it great.
Maybellina said, good morning, WAC fam. I checked in. I'm so glad you're here. Melanie said, good morning, Otter and Richard and the WAC world. You got this. Absolutely. Oh, Dana said she cried. I cried. She got me a heart charm with my brother's fingerprint on it in the ashes. Oh my God. And a Pandora bracelet. Also an art glass piece with his ashes blown into it. I might have to send you a pic.
That's like the ending of a great movie.
That is beautiful. I'm glad you all were able to share that.
That's really, really amazing.
Tanya said, Autumn, thanks so much for these real life tips. Big help. Seriously. Thank you so much. If there's one thing I live, it is keto in real life.
Look at you.
Dana said we also got matching sister tattoos and a lightning bolt tattoo on the side of our middle fingers.
Oh my goodness.
Now that is a weekend right there. I'd be trying to get Richard to get matching tattoos, but he's scared of needles. So exactly. Tanya said, hot damn gnocchi, strawberry goat cheesecake. Awesome. I know, right? Although according to Richard, like,
it could have been better. I would like a variety of cheeses, you know what I mean? And the goat cheesecake was give me a cheese.
Less goat, more cheese. He said my daily eating plan is all the meats. I love that for you. My daily eating plan today is chicken. Javen West said, good morning, keto friends. Happy Sunday morning. We're glad you're here, Javen West. Shelby said you'd be looking too snatched. They're trying to feed you. Exactly. Oh girl, you look skinny. You know, one of the guys did comment. He was just like, Kevin. It was Kevin.
We're gonna have to have a conversation.
He said, because he was like, oh, do you want some of this? I was just like, no. I was like, I am being good today, sticking to my diet plan. He goes, yeah, and you know, you're looking good. I haven't seen you in a couple months, and it is working. And I was just like, oh, well, thank you, Kevin. Like, because they didn't see me last month because I was at the conference in Atlanta when the last taping happened. So Kevin was being nice. Kevin was just being too nice.
Have a conversation.
Beth said, good morning, WAC fam. Hi, Beth. Glad that you are here. So Tanya said, in trying to make you feel comfortable, they made you feel uncomfortable. I mean, really? I was just like, thanks, guys. No, it's okay. No,
I mean, welcome,
you know, like I just
had
to like do the Heisman, like pew pew pew. Like I was just like, you know, put a shield up. Like it's okay. Brianna said, my dad gets annoyed because I always turn down food offered to me, even when it's keto. I'm not hungry. I'm good. Accepted. Exactly.
See, like that was everybody goes through. That was like every day.
That was the most surprising part. It was just like, okay, I can get when you offer food. I'm saying no. I'm sticking to keto. And then they say, oh, well, this food's keto. I get that. But when I say, no, I'm actually not eating anything because it's not a part of my food plan, that's where it should be like, oh, okay, well, nothing in here is part of her food plan, keto or not. Let's move on. But it just kept happening ever since the new food.
At that point, you became a Peanuts parent, and all they heard was,
exactly. I became the teacher, like, here, have food. Exactly.
Okay, whatever she just said anyway. Do you want some of this?
Exactly.
Like, I don't know what that means. What is a food plan?
Yes, exactly. Maybellina said, just like your backdrop, you have corrected and properly erected your wall. Exactly, I did. It still kind of looks a little crooked out here, but we did change it. We were doing this right before the live, like 9:29. We were just like, try to hold it up. It looks good though. I think it looks good though.
You are such a goofball.
Tanya said it's usually hard to get non-keto people to understand. I hear you loud and clear. Beyond annoyed at this point. Yeah, I was just like, I'm saying, like, gosh, like just having to repeat myself.
And when you said a food plan, like, do you realize how least a percentage of people eat
a food plan? Yeah,
they was like, what is that? I don't even. That mean bacon is you can fold it.
Yeah, I was just, I was just like, I was trying to like, what is? I didn't want to say meal plan. I didn't want to say diet. I was just like, my plan for food. What I'm eating today.
You basically have to teach them every time.
I know, right?
Okay, guys, this is what happens. happens in my life.
Mary T said, my daughter learned a keto lesson. Since it fit her macros, couldn't she have half a taco shell with her taco salad? She did it, and then heartburn hit. She suffered all night, poor things. Yeah, I mean, the carbs don't hit the way they used to. And really, what's half a taco shell gonna do? It's not gonna be like, oh, this was the greatest half of a taco shell ever. Like, no, it's not even worth it. Like,
I mean, I think she's learning that now. Like,
hey, not even
sometimes it takes a lot of bumping of the head before people realize.
Jerry Ben West said we had a massive storm, start of our monsoon season hitting. Oh my God, at least the temps will drop a bit, but then heat up again with humidity. 2 to 3 months of a hot sauna. That sounds like torture. You go outside, just bugs just stick to you. Exactly. The air just sticks to you. Like you can cut the air with a knife. Like, Lord Jesus.
Mosquitoes be like, hey, we stuck together.
Yes.
Can't even do nothing.
Joy said, I think Richard should get out from behind the camera and put on that chef's coat and show them how it's done. Lord, don't put Richard in front of the camera.
No, the Italian chef was, but for a bit full of himself. I think his head wouldn't have been big enough for both of us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That Italian chef was a character. It was pretty great.
It's a show. And
Tanya said,
being there, the ambiance would have.
It's really fun. Yeah. Tanya said 6, 7, 8 works. I finally put it to the test on my PSMF day, and I'm sold. I love that for you. Like, it works so great for me.
Go ahead, Tanya.
He said, OMG, last night we made possibly the best keto chow pizza ever. Oh, we smoked it so good. What do you use?
Say, what was the topping?
It's like, is it the tomato?
I would say, was it brisket?
Yeah, but like, how is it a keto chow pizza? I want to know
that's probably the sauce.
Yeah, I want to know all about it.
Interesting.
Brianna said Kevin better look out. Kevin is a nice man. Amber said I roasted a whole homegrown chicken yesterday. Homegrown, like in your home, wow. You didn't kill a chicken, did you? And shredded with mixed in homemade salsa for meals today. That sounds delicious.
I know. Amber with the fancy pants.
Mary said, when people try to make me eat, I just think, bless your heart. That's what I was like. I was just like, oh, y'all just don't get it. Like, what is happening? Like toward the end of it, I was just like, oh, why do they keep offering me
Especially
food?
When they're not like angrily telling you. Like if it's come from a place that they just don't know.
Yeah.
It's like it's just misunderstanding. It's just like it's like a grandmom. It's like, oh, it's okay, grandma.
I know y'all just really don't get that I'm okay not eating. It's okay. Like,
I mean, a lot of people don't go by meal plans.
Shirley said, look out, Kevin. Exactly. Yeah, Shelby said keto chow pizza. Like there has to some savory mix has to be somewhere in that whole pizza. So. Yeah, TC said it's hard when people's love language is food. That's exactly what I said. I was like, they just wanted me to enjoy it with them. I can't even be mad about that.
You have to teach a class. You have to pull up your whiteboard.
Jerry Ben West said, it's the Southern hospitality. They get pleasure in pushing food on folks. That's my mom right there. Food equals comfort, equals happiness, equals welcome. Turning down food is like turning down their hospitality.
So I think it's regional.
Exactly.
Because they don't do that in New York.
Yeah, exactly. It's a comfort thing.
Eat this food.
So, but like, Dana said pig scent. I love that. Thanks. I can't wait to see it. Lynette said, good morning. Hi, Lynette. Glad you're here.
Good morning.
Dee said you should have just been blunt and said, I'm not eating anything I didn't prepare today. People think they're doing you a service, but just trying to make themselves feel better. I could have phrased it like that. I'm not eating anything I didn't prepare. I literally said, look, I have a food plan of what I'm going to eat today, and none of this stuff is on it. Like I said that. So how does
as soon as you said food plan,
I know, right?
Everything else fell out there.
TC said 6, 7, 8. Yeah. That's what I'm eating on my eating days. So it is 6 slices of bacon, 7 ounces of salmon, 8 ounces of ground beef, and a keto chow. That comes out to about 1,700 calories, right? So that's all I have.
Seasoned ground beef.
It's like my taco.
Season.
Yeah, it's my taco.
It's
my
not
taco
just
meat.
Raw ground beef.
Well, it's not raw ground beef. We die. But I mean, it's not just like
it's not
you could eat salt, pepper, and ground beef, and it'd be good. But mine is my taco seasoning. Yeah, exactly. And my salmon, however, I made it. Usually, I made all my salmon at the same time. But yesterday, I ran out of salmon, so I just had to thaw one and cook it just by itself. I had that salmon hot and fresh, and I was like, "Dag, am I gonna have to start cooking my salmon every day?" That was too good. Don't get me wrong. When I heat it up in the microwave, it's also good. But when I cooked that salmon on stove, I was like, "Man, this is
you mean
good."
Cooking fresh daily? What? Get out of here, girl.
I see. Just for that, I'm not going to. I'm rejecting it. Absolutely not.
But it tastes so much juicier.
No, it's not. And honestly, it was crispier. I was allowed to crisp it up even more. Yeah.
You get the sear.
Yes.
It's a better sear when it's fresh.
Rhonda said, "Hey, WAC fam, low carb cruise goer is in the house." What?
Oh,
Just look
snap.
yesterday. Oh, we gonna see you on the low carb cruise. I know. I'm pretty sure Heath and Shelly are gonna be there, and
Yes.
I think Jerry Van West is gonna be there too. Jerry and
Yes.
Peggy Van West, absolutely.
All of the West sisters.
Yeah. Celebrate good times. Come on. Ba-da-da-da-da. It's a celebration. Yahoo! There was a lot going on in that song.
There was a lot going on just now.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
I was trying to capture all the parts, and I was like, Yahoo! What? With the clinking glasses. I love that. Absolutely.
You are quite unique.
It's absolutely amazing. Okay, Amber said they are roaster chickens we bought last year. They are raised to cook. Oh God.
There you go.
Oh, we live on a farm. Posted pics this morning in the group of our bison.
That explains a whole lot.
Okay, that makes sense.
That
Okay,
explains
I can't
everything.
wait to see that. Yes,
That's
you guys,
perfect.
I haven't been in the group all weekend, so I'm about to catch up on all the social media
There you are.
because I love when you guys post in there. So
Yep,
yeah.
I think we all do.
He said keto chow creamy tomato basil as the crust.
Oh, the crust.
Yeah,
Ooh.
smoked at 400 degrees for 10 minutes, then topped with mushrooms, pickled jalapenos, and pepperoni, and Colby Jack and parm. Smoked for another 10 minutes. I mean, now that sounds
so just the pepperoni
delicious.
is the meat? Interesting.
Yeah, the mushrooms
I would have
and the
smoked. I thought he'd smoke pull some pork or something.
Yes.
Smoked a brisket or something on
Yeah.
top of it.
You know what? Brianna said, I don't think people understand my eating plan. Maybe try I already ate. That's more
That's what I was
understandable.
going to say,
Maybe
Brianna.
you know what? I already ate. I'm not, or just like I'm not hungry. Maybe that would.
Most
but see,
people
I'm
just
very
do not go
literal.
by a eating
I'm very literal and like,
we
I
know.
already ate would have been true, but I'm not hungry would have just been like, like even though I technically wasn't physically hungry, Lord knows I wanted to eat all that stuff, but it was like, I'm not hungry, thanks.
I mean, there's other ways. Like, you didn't know how they would react.
Gigi said next time make yourself a t-shirt that says, please don't try to feed me. Exactly. Lynette says, I'm so excited for the cruise. Oh, Lynette's going too. Yes, Jerry Van West, of course, cool in the gang for the win. Exactly.
Oh.
Tanya said, I have a friend who keeps trying keto that complains when she falls off the diet. I just remind her again, this is not a diet. You're right.
You
Like,
better preach, Tanya.
it is, it's just keto every day. It's just a way to live every single day.
It's more, like I said, it's a lifestyle.
It is.
It's not.
Beth said, I prefer salmon fresh. I will make extra for leftovers, but I do not eat it. LeVar, my daughter, does, and I make myself eggs or something. I like it both ways. I just didn't, that's what she said, but I just didn't realize, I was like, man, I have been missing cooking salmon fresh on the stove there,
Yes, you have.
Oh my God. Rhonda said, I'm loving protein sparing modified fasting. Me too. I'm enjoying it. Cornish hen today for dinner. We saw Cornish hens in Meyer. Like they were just like, we'll eat Cornish hens.
That's
like
how
for,
big they are.
for $2.99 each. And I was like,
That's how big the tradition are. They're always almost Cornish hens.
Oh, Mary T said, I
That's
planted
in
the
your hand.
low carb cruise seed with my family. I think we may all be going. That would be amazing. We're definitely going to be there. It's
gonna
in
be
May
crazy.
of
Just
next
remember
year,
to
right?
attach a tether to your waist when
Yes.
you're walking out on the deck.
No. I think
You ain't
if you
lying.
Google low carb cruise.
You ain't think I'm not.
Or like it might be like low carb
Don't you
cruise
get near those edges, everybody.
events.info or low carb cruise info. I forgot what the URL
Mhm.
is, but you can just Google low carb cruise 2022 and that info. The
This will
website
be
will
the
come
very
up.
first one I've ever been
Yeah,
on. And
so-
you'll lie, I think I'm getting
D said by saying
edge.
meal plan, it means that there could be something there that fit into your meal plan. Lord knows it all didn't.
Well, so
Beth
meal
said,
plan
speaking
is
of
just
a
foreign
group
language
post,
to a
shout out to
person not
Tanya
used to
in her gym class workout. I would have fallen over. You did amazing. I saw a piece of that video. I was like, man, I might have to circle back to this because Tanya is killing it right now. And I don't know the full story.
Hey.
I know. I need to get
I
the
think
full
the
story.
full story is get on that grind.
Jerry Van West said 308 days to the low carb cruise. I absolutely
Oh,
love
good
that.
Lord.
308
Yes.
days.
Someone's
We gotta
counting
go.
down.
He said, we are still a maybe, okay, for the low carb cruise. It was so
There
much
we go.
easier when it was sailing out of Galveston. Now that it's out of Florida, there are more factors considered.
Yeah.
That's what it was. That's the weird, not the weird thing, but like it sails out of a different place every time. So when it was sailing out of Texas, that's just a
Exactly.
quick drive. But you're right, now it's sailing out of Florida.
Yep.
So the thing is, we was gonna have to fly no matter where it was sailing out of, right? So, but I
Well,
do
also,
totally realize it would be
I'd
totally
have to
different.
add in the more rando home remodeling. Might have had something to do
Exactly,
with it as well.
the entire
I'm sure you
thing,
didn't expect
so.
that one as well.
Yeah, TC said a diet is how you eat 90% of the time. We are all on a diet. That's how I feel. It like I say the word diet as in overarching way of eating, right? So I follow the keto diet, as in I follow the keto overarching way of eating, right? Like I do know that diet culture has like made it seem like a diet is this temporary thing where you like starve yourself for a little bit. But diet doesn't even mean the same to me. Like if I was going to refer to one of those things, I probably call like a crash diet or like something, because the word diet just means I think it was eating, like way of eating. How we did it in the 70s and the 80s. It's like we've made that word like 4-letter word for real now.
Yeah, so exactly. Like, no one says diet.
Okay, Jerry Van West said the 15th to the 22nd next year. We are in there. Susan said May 15th, my first cruise.
To add to that, can you do a McDonald's diet?
Yeah, like if that's how you eat, your diet is McDonald's. Didn't the guy from Super Size Me actually do that? Yeah. So Mary said, I think people are a little threatened by strong determination. So they try to sabotage. They hear I'm doing this and you aren't. Oh, preach. I know,
we
right?
Start diving into the psyche.
And we also talked about, baby, did I tell you that yesterday, in addition to that, Amber came over and we were hanging out. We were going to go to the mall. We drove to the mall. We drove past the mall because there were so many cars in the parking lot. And Amber was like, that's already too many people. I don't want to go. So we actually drove past the mall. And so we just kept driving down the road. So Amber's like,
the mall on a Saturday.
On a Saturday would be crowded. I was just like, girl, Amber. She said, I said, Amber, come on, Amber, you should have known better. Then she got really mad. She was like, don't tell me what I should have known. Okay.
All right, Mary.
That's what okay. Like, so then
we see whose attitude trickle down.
You're right. And then we went, so then we end up getting something to eat. She's like, I'm hungry. But then she was like, oh, but like, are you going to eat? Gosh, you're on a plane today. Like, are you okay? I was like, look, I've already eaten all my food. Whatever you eat is not going to tempt me. Don't worry about me. So she went to go get sushi. So we went to a restaurant and she ordered crab rangoon. And 2 sushi rolls. And I forgot, like sushi is like, does not compute. Like I don't even see sushi as like desirable food. But I realized like I was surrounded by lots of carbs yesterday.
The rice and
so she was, of course, you remember when Amber said she was going to be trying to start eating better? So she was like, I've just decided I'm taking today off. I'm letting myself go today. I'm letting myself have what I want. I was just like, okay, like that doesn't mean anything. I was like, that's fine. I'm not eating nothing. I was like, water, please. Like, I don't care what you're getting because it has nothing to do with me. So then by the time we got home, she was just like, man, I can't believe I did that. I was like, did what? She said, just ate all that sushi. I was like, that you just ate? She said, yeah, I should have done better. I was just like, oh my God. And so look, Maggie Sterling from the Vibe Club, I follow her on Instagram. She said this. I was like, that means you were lying to yourself when you said you were taking the day off, right? She said, if you at one point say like, rationalize that you're going to try to eat something like, oh, this snack that I have right now doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Or, oh, I'm just going to go out to eat and get whatever I want. It's okay. It's not a big deal. But then the next morning you wake up, or in Amber's case, 45 minutes later, you like think back and you're like, you know what? That was a big deal. I shouldn't have done that, right? That means you're lying to yourself when you try to convince yourself it's not a big deal. So check in.
Easiest person to lie to.
Exactly. Check in with yourself and be like, is it really a big deal, or is that what I'm just trying to convince myself of to let myself off the hook, right? So
you'd be surprised the amount of times
I told Amber, I was like, yeah, you can't let yourself off the hook anymore. So like, you can't do that. Yeah. And she was just like, yeah, I can't do that. Beth said, my daughter has been going strong keto for 4 weeks. She has back issues at 21. She started walking with me and doing yoga stretches. Her back feels so much better. That's awesome, Beth. Way to go.
That's testimony right there.
Yes. Mary said, that's the biggest expense for me, getting to Florida. The low carb cruise is very reasonable. They even have a payment plan. Yeah, that is why I was like, we're getting everything all at once. So it's like one expense and then it's long gone. It's out the way. Because if I have to think like, oh man, we got to pay for this flight coming up, like it's going to be a whole different story. So yeah. Oh my God, Jerry Van West said, as of yesterday, there were now 101 of us confirmed for the low carb cruise. There are going to be others who are part of our group and in our meetings, that are not part of the group, but in the meetings. But it'll be so supportive. Absolutely.
Hey, there you go.
Beth said she even did a mad fit 30-minute workout after we did a 3.3 miles with an unruly German Shepherd. So happy she's getting healthy. She is short, 5'3" and over 200 pounds. Wow, that's great. And she's so young. So like you can literally turn it around.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's never too late to change.
Exactly. Like that is absolutely amazing. Tanya said, exactly. My friend equates keto with crash dieting for a certain amount of time, then back to the standard American meals and junk food. I offer a lot more love and less judgment nowadays when I talk keto. That's the same for me, right? I was just like, I don't got time to be judging like nobody else's plate, right? Unless you specifically ask me, unless you're like, Autumn, please help me stay on track. Then I'm going to be like, hey, you asked me to help you stay on track. I don't feel like this meal's on track. Are you okay with this, right? But Amber, that's the whole thing. Amber didn't do that. So I'm like, I was like, well, I thought you wanted to eat better, but I mean, shoot, you're an adult. Do what you want. At the same time, I don't want to be judged when I decide to do what I want. But I don't think it goes both ways. She's going to be like, you're not supposed to be eating that. And I'm just like, my gosh, let me live. But like, it is like, I don't have any judgment these days because we're all adults. Mary T said, my daughter is a marketer for Expedia Cruise, Vancouver. She said the Harmony of the Seas is a huge, amazing ship and the ports of calls are some of the best. Yeah, like I've only gone on one cruise. I've never gone on a cruise with my husband before. So I'm really excited about that. But the cruise that I went on with my best friend Ho was really fun and I'm excited to do it again. TC said, cruising is not my thing. Too many people. The last cruise I spent my time looking for a quiet corner and staff kept coming to tell me about the activities. It was like you and the food. Exactly. I do that all the time. So look, there have been times when I like go places like if I'm walking, I short with folks. If I'm walking around with a tray and I go sit down by myself, people just come over and sit. I'm like, that's not what I did this for. Like I literally wanted to be by myself.
To be popular.
Yeah. I mean, people just think they're just being nice. It's like they don't fathom like people would rather be alone, So I feel that rather not eat. Brian said, it's so hard for most people to understand that for some people, food isn't necessarily a reward. It is fuel to give our bodies. Ours just tastes fantastic. So it's not a diet. Exactly. Because I was trying to tell somebody, we were talking about on Keto Foodies Unite, how this past week about like, tell us some of the yummy recipes that you made. And I was like, this ain't going to be my room because I'm not speaking up because I make regular boring food, bacon, salmon and olive oil, taco meat, like that's it, right? And so I was just like, I don't like complexity. I don't like making the intricate recipes with a lot of ingredients anymore. I just eat meat, and somebody was like, yeah, good for you guys that can just see food as fuel and it doesn't care what it tastes like. You just need to get the nutrients. I was like, no, I definitely care what it tastes like. The food I just eat happens to be delicious, right? It's not that I don't care anymore. The stuff that I eat is simple, but it is so good. Yes. Lynette said you can find more information about the cruise at lowcarbcruiseinfo.com. That's what it is. Yeah, go, absolutely.
Thank you for that.
Jerry Ben West said, I heart my version of keto sushi. Take a slice of ham or turkey, a slice of cheddar or mozzarella, a piece of bacon, and air fry, add a little mayo and mustard and roll up. Absolutely. #meat is life. That sounds good. Yeah, Cynthia said, late to the party, low carb cruise. You say, I'll check it out. Yeah, lowcarbcruiseinfo.com. I'm going. We're going. And so are a lot of other people in the WAC fam too, right? And Dr. Kim Berry and Nisha Berry are hosting it. So I don't know what that means. They'll probably just like be emceeing all the things. But I love that. I'm so excited to see them again. Yeah, Mary T said, my whole family is rocking this keto thing, except they are a little impatient on the scale. But all of them feel better and are discovering the health side of it. That's the most important
part. And that's what you have to sell. How do you feel?
Yeah.
No matter what, that's because that number is going to do what it does.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Brianna said, my sister-in-law lost a ton of weight before having her baby using keto. She is low carb now. She doesn't think all meat is healthy. She never researched the diet and used it as a crash diet. See, and there are people that can do keto like that and like still lose weight. And they think that's all that keto is, just some temporary stint where I do this thing and I lose weight. Yeah. Okay. So yesterday we were at, Friday I was 193.8 and Friday was a fasting day, was it? Yeah. So I stepped on the scale.
Chicken day.
Yeah, it was chicken day. So, and then I stepped on the scale on Saturday and I was 192.8, right? So I lost a pound. So yeah, thank you. So that was good. I was glad I lost a pound. And then yesterday was an eating day, right? But I ate on plan. I stayed completely on plan. So stepped on the scale today, 192.8. That's plus minus 0. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the weight staying the same, with the weight going low. I don't even care if it turns out I might gain a pound or two on an eating day coming up. Like I'm really not doing this for the weight loss. I know that's a weird thing. It sounds, I'm doing it so that I can just get some control over how I eat every day. Because you guys know, it's just been out of control this whole year.
Yes.
Maybe I'd do good a couple days, then I'd be like, screw it, do whatever I want. Then I'd be good for a couple days, then I'd be like, what's the point? Like, I need to have control. You know what? The scale remembers, Lord. I need to have control for long periods of time in a row. Yeah. So regardless of what the scale says, I'm not doing this to get rewarded with weight loss. I'm doing this because I know that I feel the best when I am eating like I got some sense. So yes, exactly.
And it's all about just one foot in front of the other. Just remember, just make two choices.
Jerry Van West said there's a lovely library on the ship, so you can grab a book or your iPad, have a cup of tea, and read in quiet if you like. Our last cruise was very relaxing. So here's the thing. I made sure, look, when I've never seen a room with a balcony before, but for this cruise, like whenever I cruise from now on, I want to make sure that the room I stay in has a balcony because I want to be outside, but I don't want to be in public, just like UTC, because when you don't have a balcony, the only place you can be outside is like on the decks where there's lots of chairs, where there's lots of people. And I was just like, I don't want this. So I was like, you know what? I want to see if we can have a balcony where I can just enjoy being outside, but being alone as well. So
tethered to the wall.
Tethered to the wall. Yes. Of course we are. So yeah.
I just synced them before. I synced that movie.
He said, I'm bummed about possibly missing the low carb cruise. The warden and I were invited to be speakers of the last one. Don't worry. I'm sure they're going to be sailing out of Texas again. You know, that's what I've really had to work on. Is realizing like, you know, there's so many great keto events coming up. We don't got to be at all of them, right? Because I'm like, should I go to Las Vegas? I don't know. Do we really want to? But I'm just like, sometimes we're not going to be able to be at everything, right? You know, you got to pick and choose, right? So so don't worry, Heath. Like, you know, there'll be fun pictures. But hello, you're coming to Keto Palooza, so that's going to be really fun. And then just think, next year is far away, right? 300 and something days. So if it comes up to where you guys can swing it, absolutely. But if not, don't worry. Rhonda said, August, aren't you a speaker for the cruise? So there's not a cruise in August. The cruise is in May of next year, but I am a speaker for Orlando. That is where we are going to be in August. And that is a resort. So that's not a cruise, but it's a resort. So yes. There you go. Tanya said more and more that cruise sounds amazing. I mean, I haven't been on a cruise in a long time. It's going to be fun. I'm going to tell y'all this. It's 7 days. I'm not going on a cruise boat 7 days and eating keto the entire time. I'm just not, right? So maybe toward the end, the last couple of days, I'll like take keto, you know, I'll take the days off because they're going to have like desserts and all these foods and everything. It's like, I'm going to be enjoying some cruise foods.
Wherever the seafood wing is.
The seafood wing.
That's exactly, where you have, right? You know what I mean?
So, you know.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Because here's the thing, right?
Shrimp in the morning.
Here's the thing about the cruise that is a little like interesting is that we are going on a low carb cruise inside of an actual cruise. Like, so the cruise itself is not low carb. We are just making it a point to go as a group, right? So they're going to have all the non-keto foods, all the non-keto drink. It's not like the actual cruise ship is like, this is a low carb version of the cruise. It's a regular cruise. Exactly. It's a regular cruise, right?
They'll probably have keto versions and options.
And so they do try to make accommodations, and have keto versions and options, but it's not
on every day.
Exactly, right? So it's just like you will be surrounded or you know, available, exposed to food that's not keto, right? And so that's why I was just like, oh, that's kind of gonna make it dip. Now I got to go through the line and just pass up a bunch of stuff, right? Because we're going low carb. But so I'm getting to the point, especially by next year, I can enjoy like a burger without a bun and all that stuff. Because like I said, we got burgers at home. You can have a bun whenever you want, right? But yeah, all the seafood. But there will be certain days, probably toward the end, where I'm just like, I'm just going to eat the cruise food. I'm going to enjoy the entirety of the cruise experience, right? So yeah, so just know that as well. Amazing. So yeah, that is something. I
love all of this for you.
Yeah, to thinking about. Yes. So let me see. Yeah, Tanya said, "Yay, finding your rhythm is key." That's exactly how I feel.
That is so true as well.
Yes.
It's like a nice
Tanya, Rhonda said, Autumn, aren't you a speaker at the cruise? Yes. We'll also be speaking at the cruise. So I'll be speaking in August in Orlando, and I'll be speaking at the cruise in May. Like I am speaking in both places. But you know, more than that, we're also just all on the cruise. That's the thing.
You know, speaking a lot.
We're gonna be speaking, and we're just gonna be like in the mix because it's a cruise ship. Everyone's together, right? So you know, we're gonna be around and around. Exactly. Mary said we will be getting an outside balcony. My daughter warns lots of balconies look into the ship instead of the outside, the balcony looks into the ship.
Like if you have like middle stuff and like.
What? I have to make sure.
I don't know
so.
exactly.
Well, yeah, we have to make sure. Like balcony deck, ocean view. You guys, right after this, I swear I'm going to check my reservation.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can see like what the decks do.
Jerry Ben West said had a balcony on our last cruise and we never really used it. It was rather windy, so the balcony was kind of a waste. Patty has issues with light, so an inside cabin is usually our preferred choice. More power to you. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. I don't have any issues with that.
Shelly said, I'm looking forward to the Vegas Expo and the speakers there. I mean, it's Vegas. Yeah, it looks like a hoot. And I was like, Dag, do I need to go? So, we have a balcony deck 9 ocean view. Okay, I'm going to check. All of this, right?
Yes,
so guys, don't forget, join us tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and then also join us on Tuesday. That's a special live, July 13th. 'Tis my birthday, and I'm sharing it with everybody. I can't wait for you to join me Tuesday, July 13th.
It's gonna be a busy week.
We're gonna be lighting up that super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, and then Wednesday, either Tuesday or Wednesday, is when we are going to go shopping. Gift card shopping Tuesday? Or Wednesday. It depends. I have a lot of work to do on Tuesday. So I'm still working a lot on Tuesday. So I'm just like, maybe I'd rather take the entire next day off, you know? So something to think about, right?
Make it a wacky day.
Yes. Jerry Ben West said, one thing we loved about cruising is they will work with you. We got the menu the night before and we're able to order what we needed to accommodate Patty's celiac challenges. That's good. That's absolutely
Jerry.
Great. So
nice.
Way to go.
I'll be in the seafood area. So
the seafood section is what he said.
Follow me there.
Oh my God.
Coordinated accordingly.
So thanks so much for joining us, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Other than that, have a great day and we'll catch you then. Okay.
Goodbye.